everyone. I feel like I haven't streamed forever on YouTube. Hi! How is everyone today? Wait, so Aaron, also was a disappointment for what? For, like, physically? The movie? What context? Oh, the hurricane. Okay. I was thinking Frozen Elsa. That's why I'm like, and I realized, looking at the calendar, next Wednesday is when I have my tattoo appointment. So, if I continue to have my tattoo appointment next Wednesday, I don't think I can sew. So, I may not be streaming next Wednesday. And then the Wednesday after, right? The Wednesday after, I'm going to be in Maryland. Mark your calendars. So I said I was going to do the big announcement on Friday for my Twitch channel, but you guys are here on YouTube. And if you're watching this as a recording and it's before the actual date, or if you're joining me live, let me get the actual date. Sunday, July the 18th. I am going to start streaming at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock Eastern. And we're doing our unboxing. So we're going to be doing an unboxing stream. I'm going to be in Maryland, all the boxes that are there. So I decide I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the boxes one at a time. And if it's something that should go on my store, I'll immediately list it on my store. So I will get it organized and figured out and get everything done right away. No, I'm not going to diamond paint on YouTube. YouTube is for tutorials. I may stream on Twitch then next Wednesday. I don't know. I may just take the week off. I don't know. I'll decide next week. I'll decide then. But yes, so mark your calendar, Sunday the 18th, starting at 1 o'clock. Now I've scheduled 6 hours for that stream, just in case, because I don't know how many boxes there are. I do not know how long it's going to take me in order to undo everything. So it's going to be a gigantic stream on Sunday the 18th, going through all the things that are in Maryland. So it's going to be exciting. Now today on YouTube, we are doing a tutorial. Yay. We're going to be making the shot block. Really excited for it. So the syringe block is a block that was created. It is now available on my website. I listed it about 2 weeks ago, and I just made the code FPP live. So if you're here joining me live, you guys get to have this code for free. Head to my website. I actually have the link down below in the descriptions. That way we don't have to put it in chat. So if you look in the description down below, and this is even after the live, you can click it and purchase it for $2. If you've joined me live here, you can get it for free. Just make sure you include code FPP. Yes, so Aaron, I did that one time for charity, and you can do it. Unfortunately, it's a hassle. My tattoo artist does not mind doing a live stream for the tattoo stuff. However, it takes 5 times longer to do it. And if we're catching up on tattoos, it's just a pain to set everything up and to get it going. And unfortunately, we've both decided it's probably not a good idea to do it. So if I'm only doing a very special one-off tattoo, yes, I don't mind live streaming that. No, I actually did do that. We actually did a live stream for this, for the St. Jude. So whenever she did this one, we live streamed it. And everyone got to watch it. So, yes. And really quickly, before we get done with the stuff for today, I can actually go through the hearts we're doing, because 2 have been decided. So I need to get the Able Gamers logo. I need to get 1, 2, 3, 4 hearts done. I'm still waiting to hear back from Bookworm, and Zammy is having an artist draw out what she wants. Basically, it's going to be 2 Siamese cats intertwined into a heart which is going to be super cool. I've made sure that Zammy knows that it is, it's only going to be about 1 to 2 inches. So this right here, just for context about how small I am, how tiny I am, and how big the tattoos are. Okay, so this is my cat one right here. The cat is about, the cat head itself is about 1 1/4 inches. If you include the ears, it's about 1 3/4. So that is actually how small these tattoos are. So I made sure that she knew whenever her artist was designing it that it's got to fit within a 1 to 2 inch. So it's going to be about a 1 to 2 inch square because I am not very big, so there's not a lot of canvas on my arms. So Zammy's actually working on that. I haven't heard back from Bookworm, so hopefully I'll hear back from Bookworm soon. If Bookworm pops in a chat tonight, everyone yell at Bookworm to go look at her Discord messages. And Rosalind picked. Rosalind has chosen the classic 8-bit Zelda heart as a pixelated heart. So that's going to be cool. And Anriel, excuse me, sir. Sir. Excuse me. This is... Sir, this is not Twitch. I know you would like some treats, sir. I know. I know you would like some treats, but you don't get treats all the time, sir. I know. And Anrield has chosen. Anrield would like an embroidered heart. So a classic straight line across heart that looks like it's embroidered in, with the straight stitches, and with the needle and thread coming off the end. Kind of like what we have here for the Ohana. So you have my needle and thread. So we'll have a needle and thread one over here, and it'll make it look like it's embroidered, hand embroidered. So yeah, so that'll be super cute. So I'm gonna get a Siamese cat, a embroidered heart, and a pixelated heart in the style of Zelda. And the Able Gamers tattoo, the Able Gamers logo. So we'll start with the Able Gamers logo. That's the most important one. And then I'll give her the others. We may not get to the Siamese one because I've got to have ideas and everything done basically by this weekend so that Dana has enough time to look at them and figure everything out. Hey, Jaded! And then, so if I don't hear back from Zammy, well, if Zammy doesn't get me the design by this weekend, then I'll do that one first in February. And then, of course, if I don't hear back from Bookworm, then we'll do that first in February. So we're definitely going to get to the Able Gamers, and then possibly another 2 to 3 more hearts. We're not going to get everything done, because that's 4 hearts and the Able Gamers. That's a lot within a 4-hour period. And we've discovered that after 4 hours, my body starts to go into shock. So we try to keep it within 3.5 hours for my appointments. So I'm excited. I got tattoo goo today. I'm all ready to go. So yeah. All right, you guys ready to do some sewing? You ready to do the syringe block? Remember, if you haven't picked this up, if you want to sew this along with me, the link is down below. Or if you go to my website, quiltoni.com, and just type in shot or syringe, it'll pop right up. And you can use the FPP code to get the block for free. Today, while I'm live only, the moment I go offline, I will take that code down. So, yeah, go get the block. Go get the block. Go pick up the block and let's do this. Right, Aaron? Hi, Nick. How are you today? All right. So let's get going. Let's do this. Yeah, just like I've done the last few, if you haven't been here for the last few, I am going to basically do the intro and the outro after we're done. So I'm going to make the block. Oh, wait, I don't want to do it that way. Let's go this way. I've boxed myself in. This is the problem with a small area. So I'm going to do the intro and the outro at the end. So I'll do the intro, outro as soon as we're finished making the actual block. And then that way I can pull the camera that's up here and move it over there and use that. So I'm not using the computer camera in order to do it. Nick, you got the mail! That's fantastic. That is fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. Aaron, if it's buffering for my website, just refresh it. Because sometimes that works. All right. Let's do this. All right. Okay. Step number one, whenever we are making our blocks, is of course our fabric selections. Now this is the first fabric selection that I did whenever I made my my sample to make sure that my pattern was good. You notice in here, of course, I noticed this right away, and you may or may not have noticed the syringe part is a little off to the right. So I didn't quite center that up right. I could take it apart and redo it. I just didn't feel like it. It's fine for now. But we'll make sure when we get to that step for the block today that I show you how to make sure that it is centered up correctly, and it's fine. For the fabric colors I chose today, I decided instead of the purple background, I'm going to go with a green background. Of course, for the actual syringe itself, I'm keeping white. And then, of course, the stopper right here, I have the black. The metallic needle part, I've got the gray. And then the blue, I figured, you know what, I wanted to go a more traditional bright blue. And I think the bright blue looks nicer against that green than the light blue. So I went with the bright blue for that. So on my directions, you want to print out your directions. I'm actually not going to change anything. If I was changing any of these colors, I would actually write it in here for what I was doing with those. And so, you know what? No, I may get confused. I'm going to do that. So instead of purple, green. There you go. I've written it in there. Everything else is good to go, and the colors are the same. You also want to print out your last page that has the actual block. It says on here, shot block. I have printed mine onto foundation paper piecing paper. It's a little bit thinner and lighter weight than a regular paper, although you can use regular paper. The trick is making sure that you drop your stitch length to 1.6. Whether you're using the foundation paper piecing paper or regular paper, dropping it down to 1.6 will perforate the paper enough to where you can easily fold and pull it out. I did not do it today. I forgot to change it. Hey, Dawn. Quickly, before, I know. I didn't change it. I forgot. It was the only time I forgot. Dawn, before you go, I got something for you. So I can carry the new, diamond painting kits now. So Camelot makes diamond painting kits. Look at... So I got this for you. So the next time I mail you something, I'm sending this to you. It's a diamond painting kit. So the next time, if you win anything on my channel or you do anything at all and I have to mail you something, you're getting this. You have to pay for it. You're getting this. Because everyone, whenever we were going through and we were placing the order, everyone agreed this all reminded us of you and you needed it. So, but look, isn't it cute? So it's canvas. It's fabric. It's printed fabric canvas. It's so cool. Yeah. All right. So I gotta put that right there. Okay, let's go back. So yeah, so you can change it, Miss Elvain, if you want. Just at the very top where it says Twitch, click over to YouTube, and you can change it if you want. I love you. I love you. Right? It even has a banana. No, and that's, I know that you've been going through this stuff, which is why you haven't been around, and it's totally okay. I appreciate you even stopping in to say hi. I love you. I love you, woman. Okay, let's go back to tutorial. Ready, tutorial? Woo, woo. Okay. Now, once you print this out, we want to measure to make sure that our block is correct. I am making my syringe block at 100%, so I want my finished block to be a 6.5 by 6.5 with seam allowances. So when I measure it, this right here should be 1 inch. If you want to make your syringe block a different size, you just need to print this a different size, or copy it on a Xerox machine a different size. For example, if I wanted to make this a 12 inch by 12 inch, well then we're going to double this. So instead of a 1 inch, this will be a 2 inch. If we want to make it a 3 inch by 3 inch block, well then we want to shrink it by 50%. And instead of 1 inch, we want this at a 1/2 inch. If you have problems doing the math and figuring out what size block you have, just comment on my finished tutorial video down below, and I'd be more than happy to do the math for you. Just let me know what size you want as the finished block, and I'll do that math for you, and we can get that done. All right, so after you print this out, you want to make sure that you cut these out. Do not cut along the dotted lines. Cut just outside the dotted lines, because our dotted lines are going to be our square up lines. So just outside of these. There we are. And I'm going to speed up this part. So as of right now, I'm planning on, we'll stream here on Twitch on Friday. We'll do diamond painting. We'll stream next Monday on Twitch. We'll do diamond painting. And then next Wednesday, I haven't decided what I'm doing. I haven't decided. Am I... There we go. Am I streaming on YouTube? Am I doing a tutorial? Am I streaming on Twitch? Or am I just taking it off? I may just take it off to prep for my trip to Maryland, because I have a lot. I'm doing a massive mailing to every single quilt shop in North America. And I reached M's today. I was very happy that I reached M's. I am now on Massachusetts. So I hope I can get it done. I only have about 350 of my paperwork printed out. And I'm up to 760, I think, on my spreadsheet. Oh, I left my trash thing upstairs. I'll be right back. I gotta get my trash thing. You know what I also forgot? It was my fabric glue. Yeah, exactly. It may just be a game time decision. You're absolutely right. There we go. All right. I've got my glue. Got my glue. Okay. That. Alright, so I've got my papers. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay my papers out up here, and I'm going to lay them out one at a time. Because then as an organization tool that I'm going to do, as I'm cutting out my fabrics, I'm actually going to lay the fabrics depending upon what they are with the things. So for example, my green background, my A2 piece is a 1.5 by a 2.5 inch piece that I need to cut. So I'm going to take that green fabric and I'm going to put it over here right on top of my A unit. And that is going to keep all of the fabric organized, and I know it's going to be done correctly. The other organizational thing I'm going to do as I'm cutting my fabric is I'm going to take my pen and I'm going to mark off on my checklist that yes, I've cut these pieces. And I find that because there's so many pieces in some of my patterns, I confuse myself sometimes. Now, you don't need to do what I do and cut everything all at once. You can just take one of the units, cut the fabric for that unit, and then place it in as you're going. Okay, so it's completely up to you and how you want to organize it. So the next step that I am going to do is I'm going to cut all of my fabrics in the pieces that it's saying I need to cut it in. I'm going to lay them all out in the areas that I told you I was going to do. I'm going to speed all this up, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how to start assembling them. Jaden, you are welcome. I am so happy that you like the fabric that I picked. I actually, so whenever I send free fabrics and I send free gifts for people, I try to look at who they are and I try to figure out what is some of these things that this person would like. And I try to, have it be a surprise, right? So, yeah. Fantastic. That makes me happy. Okay, so green. So I want to cut... Okay, let me cut a 4-inch piece first. Alright, and then I need a 4x6, 2 4x2s, okay, so I have a 2x4 for B2 and B3, so B2 and B3. And then I need a single 4x6. It's going to go a 4. Okay. And then 2x5s. See, I like to piecemeal my stuff as I'm doing it. Yay! Internet! Nice, Jaded. Nice. That makes me very happy then. Okay, so these are 2x5, so a 2x5 is an E2 and E3. Okay. And then I need a 3x4. And the 3x4 is an F3. So that's an F. Okay. This is going to be a 1.5 by 1.5. Okay. That is a 2.5, right? 2.5, yep. 1.5 by 1.5. Oops. is going to be a 1.5 and a 1.5. Perfect. And then that's going to be a C and C. Okay. All right. So then I need to do a 5. And let's go from this way so I don't have to do that one. And yes, I know I always talk to myself as I cut things. Okay, so this is a 3.5 by a 5. And that is D2. And then a 3.5 by 5 for D3. Okay, so D2 and D3 are done. And then I need a 3 by 5. Oh, look at that. A single 4-inch strip cuts all of it. That is amazing. Okay, and then the 3 by 5 is F4. And then I need a 2 by 2. Look at that. I like it when I guesstimate how big something is going to be, and I guesstimate correctly. There we go. And the 2 by 2 is F. That is my F, right? Yep. Perfect. What, Miss Elvain? I don't know what you're talking about. What are you womaning me about? All right, next is the light blue. Let me iron this. What are you talking about with the package, with the stuff that I sent you, Miss Elvain? I don't know what you're referring to. No, there's no phrasing command on YouTube. Why? What did I say? All right, so this is a 2.5 inch. Okay, so I need a 1.5, a 2, and then another 1.5. Okay, and this is all going to be 2 inches. So 1.5, 2, 1.5. 2, 2. I'm really happy that I bought this mini Stripology Squared. The Stripology Squared Mini. I really, really like it. Okay, so then the 1.5, this is an A. That's an E. And that's a B. Okay, next is the black. Okay, black is going to be a 1.5 by a 3. That is a 4. That is also 4. Okay. There you go. 1.5 by 3 is the C. Okay, and then D is, and then the white. Yeah, exactly. Oh. Honestly, it's been so long, Miss Elvain, I don't even remember what I included. I mean, what did I put between the carpet and the stars? I don't remember what I threw a bunch of stuff in there. I don't remember what it was. Have fun at baseball, Nick. Okay, wait. 2 inches by 3 inches. All right, I don't think that is a 2 inch. Nope, that's 1.5 inches. Okay. white is 2" by 3". Yeah. Okay. Okay, and then I've got the white is D, that one. And last but not least, we have the gray. And then I'm done cutting my fabric so we can start assembling. Now my gray is a 1 by 2. Is this about 2 inches? It is, fantastic, so I just have to cut a 1. And there it is, and that is F. Okay, all my fabric is cut. Yeah, it is an 8-second delay, Miss Elvain. So it is an 8-second delay. And I know, it is so much different, but that's because they add in the closed captioning. So it makes it a lot better, right? What? That's gonna bother me. What did I include? What did I give you? It's gonna drive me crazy. I don't remember. Okay. No. Refresh. It's still live for me. Oh my gosh, woman. Oh my god. Use mod chat and refresh. I still see it. Does anyone else still see it? Have I exploded for anyone? I have 0 drop frames. Yeah, see? She sends me a private message. I'm like, I don't have that open and I have to go click on something. Yeah, it's like I had to refresh it on my YouTube. I couldn't see it anymore. I just refreshed it and it was fine. Yeah, that is, yeah, she can't see anything. Oh, if it's more than 8 seconds on your end, refresh it, Aaron. Wow. No, no, no. Guys, can you guys type to Miss Elvain, don't reboot the computer? Because it looks like everyone got kicked off. The whole thing went down and everyone had to refresh it. Because I got like a dip. No, it was YouTube. YouTube had a glitch, everyone. It was YouTube. YouTube Live had a glitch. Alright, hold on. Let me type it in here. Don't restart. YouTube Live had a glitch. If you can't see me, keep refreshing. There you go. There you go. I had to type it in there. Yep, exactly, Scott. Thanks, Scott. Hi. Oh, yeah. Scott. Did you have a good birthday on Monday? I was going to sing happy birthday to you on Monday, but you never pop on my stream. Like, I was waiting, too. I think Miss Elvain restarted her computer. Oh, fantastic. I'm glad you had a good birthday then. Alright, so I messaged her, so hopefully she does it. Anyways, we'll get back to get back to filming. Alright. There you are. There you are. Oh, Miss Elvain says duh. So hopefully you're back. Okay. Or the doy. Alright. All of our fabric is out, so let's start assembling. So we're going to start with our A1 block. Our A1 is our light blue block. So I'm going to go ahead over here. Now, I like to use water-soluble glue, English paper piecing glue, actually, to put this first one on. It really makes sure that it stays on nicely, and it doesn't move once it's on there. Whenever you add on your fabric to your paper, make sure you're putting it together wrong side to wrong side, because remember, this is mirrored, because this is your actual design that we are creating on here. So what we want to do is we want to take this and we want to glue that on there, and we're going to fold this between A1 and A2. Now, if you really want to use pins to hold this in place, you can. It is perfectly fine. Where is, oh, there it is. I just like to use the glue because it makes it easier for this step. So we want to fold it back between A1 and A2 so that we can see our fabric. And then we're going to trim this 1/4 inch away from our fold. We're going to open this back up, and then we're going to take our A2 fabric, and we're going to place it down right side to right side, and then we're going to pin it in place. Just like this. And that is how you pin your paper, pin your fabric. So let's do the same thing with unit number B. Same exact thing. B1 is our blue fabric. So we're going to take our glue and put it over B1. We're going to place this. We're going to center it in the B2 area. Fold this back between B1 and B2, right along that line. I'm going to trim this 1/4 inch from the edge. Open it back up. Take our B2 fabric. Sorry, I forgot to put my A fabric back again. We're going to lay this down right side to right side. Pin the fabric. Now, you can use the water-soluble glue for this step. Just place it right along the edge. There you go. Place it right along the edge whenever you're putting your fabric down. And then we're putting that back. And then here's our C unit. Are you getting a feel of this? So we want to make sure that we start with our 1 block and then add on the 2. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing for C, D, E, and F. Placing the 1 block down, folding it over, trimming it, and then pinning on the second one. We're going to speed this up, and we'll come back, and I'll show you how to sew them. All right, you're back again? All right, good. Yes. No, I think there's something going on with YouTube today. It was going up and down for me earlier for other stuff. I mean, Twitch can't have all the fun with issues, right? We have to have some issues with YouTube Live. Oops. There we go. Oh, that's right! I did send you the beans! Yes, I sent her a box of beans. Okay. So my husband's softball game tonight was canceled. He was just messaging me to let me know that he was down, that it was canceled, and he's down the street. It is pouring outside. That it was canceled, and he is down the street, and that let him know when he can come back home. So I said now is actually a good time because I just started this section that I'm muting and speeding up. Yep, there he is. Who's here, Marley? Go get him. They're like, he's home early. So yeah, no, I had an extra box of the every flavored beans because the kid bought me some for Christmas and I got so mad at her. So I sent them to Miss Elving because I thought it would be funny. Go. And then last but not least, F1 is this one. Oops. I keep forgetting I've got them down here. That way I don't bend over and block the camera with my hair. But then I keep forgetting to put it up where the camera is. So you can see what I'm doing. You know how nice it is to have my nails back again? There we go. Alright, bring them over here. Oh my gosh. Perfect. Okay, I've got it at 1.6. The music's not too loud, right? I turned it up, but I also turned the mic away from the music. So the music is actually behind the mic. So hopefully you just get like a little background of it. Yay, Erica! I can't advertise it. I can't put it out there yet because I haven't gotten a copy. I have no clue what it looks like. I haven't seen it. So I'm like, I can't. And so I messaged them this morning and I said, hey, has it been sent? And they're like, we think so. Yeah, no, I haven't gotten it yet. I haven't seen it. Does it look good, Erica? It's supposed to be on newsstands for like a whole 2 months though. I don't know where the headquarters of YouTube is, Erin. No, I guess not. I just messaged him, am I okay to talk and film? And I hear him coming down the steps. It is Fawns and Porter Quick and Easy Quilts. Okay. Are you ready? Yes! Okay, I understand that, but this is YouTube night. So anyone, how's the music? Is music good? The music level, is it okay? Drowning out all the little things in the background? Awesome. Thanks, Erica. Yeah, I keep seeing it hiccuping. It's dipping and then it's figuring itself out. It's fine. Music is good? Awesome. Thanks, Erica. You know what? I'm going to start recording. And that way I'll have this recording for just in case I can't download it and it has issues. Okay. All right, we have all of our units together. We have the A1 and the A2 blocks ready to go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to sew, again, with a 1.6 stitch length along this area right here. So we're going to start out here past where the dotted line is, and we're going to continue on at least a 1/4 inch beyond. Because whenever we go to lift this paper out of there and fold it in order to move it around, we don't want the stitches to come undone. Another strategy some people do is they start right at the line and they back stitch and then move forward. That's fine, but it's a little bit harder when you back stitch to take your paper out, which is why I like to go a 1/4 inch before and a 1/4 inch after to make it easier. So we'll do it exactly like this. So I'm just going to start it right here. And I'm going to go out about a 1/4 inch. Let me clear my scrap out of there. And then we're going to pull this away and then trim it. Just like that. So we've got that sewn in there. So let's go ahead and sew the rest of these. Are, and this is all you're doing is sewing between the 1 and the 2 for all of them. Oops, this one's going to be a little bit longer because our D is our big piece. All the way down. Perfect. And then our E. Now, after we finish sewing these, the next step I'm going to show you is how to iron them. Because you want to make sure... Oh, there's my 1 and my 2. I'm like, where's my 1 and my 2? It is right here. Now, as you see, I've started it a little bit differently. And this one, I started it from that side, and I'm moving in towards the line between F1 and F2. It was just easier for me to start it that way. So it doesn't make a difference if you start from the edge or if you start down here. As long as you're sewing in a straight line and you do that 1/4 inch on either side, you're fine. So now, let's go ahead and let's show you how we're going to iron these. Alright, where is my other thing of pins? Oh, there's my other thing of pins. I'm like, I know I had it around here somewhere. Yeah, I think it's because I don't have any dropped frames. I think it's YouTube. I think YouTube Live is having some issues. So I went ahead and I'm recording this now, so that if it doesn't have any issues in the download, if it has issues in the download, I won't have any problems. All right. And Matt Cam. No, Matt Cam. When ironing these units, I like to first lock in that seam. Now, this is paper, so you may notice your paper is going to curl a little bit. That is perfectly okay. It is not going to hurt the paper. It is not going to hurt your project. And then you want to iron it towards the number 2. So in this case, I ironed it towards F2. So I had my F1 to my F2. And that's it. That's how you iron them. You just lock your seams in and iron towards your number 2. Now the next one we're going to do, we're going to lock it in and iron it towards our number 3. I try to, whenever I write my patterns, I try to always go in order of the numbers. There's a few patterns that I've changed it up after I've created the actual outline that doesn't follow that, like the rupee. But in this case, I am following it along, so you'll always go towards the higher number. But in any case, you're always going to go towards the one you have just added on. The last fabric you've added on, that's what you're going to iron it towards. That just like that. Oh yeah, no, I am positive it's YouTube. And now let's do our 3s. So we're going to do the same exact thing we did before. We're just going to fold this between A1 and A3, trim it a 1/4 inch, get our A3 fabric, pin it on there, and set it aside for sewing. Just like that. So it's just a rinse and repeat of the same things that we have been doing. So folding, trimming, opening back up, and putting the fabric on. Now remember, if you have organized your fabrics nicely, then you're not going to have any problems at all finding the right fabric to use. Or if you're just doing one unit at a time, that is perfectly okay as well. I like to be efficient with mine and do all of the 1s, all of the 2s, all of the 3s at the same time, because it's more efficient when I'm then sewing and ironing, which is why I do it this way, versus what I actually put in the directions, which I say do 1 unit at a time. Alright, so at this point I'm going to go ahead and finish trimming and pinning all of these. I'm then going to take these all to the sewing machine, iron and sew them, bring them back and iron them, and then we'll stop the speeded up video and take a look at what we've done and do the couple of 4s that we have. Now I may do a sew along with the mermaid pattern, but I have to see the pattern to see if they've changed anything from the pattern that I sent them. Because a lot of times what magazines do is you send them the design and then they do the actual pattern themselves. They pattern it out. I, however, sent it to them. I sent them the full pattern. So I don't know if they took my full pattern or if they changed it. So until I can actually look to see what they've done, and I have it in my hands, we can't do a quilt along. So I wanted to do that for the month of August, but we'll see. We will see when I finally get it. Oh. Oh yeah, no, I'm getting some lovely dips in the concurrent viewers. Yeah, I'm seeing a lovely like little whenever YouTube drops everyone. And you guys have to refresh. I'm sorry on behalf of the YouTube issues. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep on going. Let's do some chain piecing. Every second sentence? No! Not every second sentence. That's horrible. Yeah, I was like, do I wanna chain piece this? Yes, I wanna chain piece this. Alright, almost done. I love you, Rosalind. Thank you for uploading the rest of them. For the rest of the pics. I appreciate it. Oh no! I dropped one! I don't think they'll see it. I don't think they'll notice that I dropped, that I didn't do the A one. I was like, I wonder where the A one is. Yeah, no, I dropped it. Huh. Okay. Do you know how often I've done that, though? Where I've just, like, dropped something on the ground, and I can't find it, and I have no clue where it went? There we go. Now, some of these are done. The A has a fourth piece. The F has a fourth piece. However, the rest of these are all finished because there's only 3 pieces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of these, I'm going to set them aside, and I'm not going to worry about them. We're just going to worry about the 4s. Now, this is a little tricky, trying to fold this paper back to get to the 4. And in fact, I'm going to get my favorite foundation paper piecing tweezers. These are from Mori Tweezers, the 507s. Got them linked down below. They are fantastic because they're easy to get. Now, what you want to do is we want to open this up all the way to the line. So we want to pull the paper without pulling the fabric and pulling the stitches, the thread. So I'm holding the thread of the stitches and slowly pulling that until I get to that area that I need opened. So we're holding those stitches, making sure they don't come up, and then folding that down. Once you've got that folded down enough, you can take this and fold this over along the line between A4 and A3, 1, and 2. So we're folding that, and then we are trimming this 1/4 inch from the edge, just like that, and then using our A4 piece. So let's line this up. Now remember, whenever we line these up, we want to line them up so they're centered to the rest of it. I'm actually going to pin those seams first, and then pin the edges. So I'm pinning the seam, pinning the edge. Now, and if I were to open this up, it would cover this part completely. So in the instructions, it says, whenever you lay it down, make sure you completely cover that 4th piece, right? All right, so let's do the same thing here. So I'm going to hold the stitches while I'm pulling back the paper. And I'm doing it slowly. There we are. All the way to that line. The line is right here. So then we're going to lay this down. And I'm folding this between F4 and F2, 1, and 3. Folding it down this way. And we're trimming this 1/4 inch from the edge. Opening it back up. And let me show you what I mean for that last one. So because this one's a little wonky because it's the side. So because I know if I were to take this and fold this over just like this, see how it covers all of that paper. So we want to line this up all the way to the right. If I were to line it up here, let's say if I were to line it up like this, and I were to fold this over, it misses this piece of paper right there. So we want to make sure that when we line this up, we line it up in a way so when folded over, it's going to cover our entire piece of paper. So let's go ahead and pin this in place now. And then I'm going to, let's go ahead and sew both of these. I'll iron both of these, and then I'll come back and show you how we're going to trim our units to get ready to sew the units together. Awesome. Hey, Engine, how are you? Oh, is it doing it more, Erin? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No. See, and I know it's not on my end because I haven't dropped a single frame. Really? Wait, they blocked Twitch at work? Are you kidding? Why would they block Twitch at the sheriff's office? That doesn't make sense. It does not make sense at all why they would do that. Were there too many people watching or something? the entire network. Okay. Oh, the hot tub streams. That's funny. All right, if we take a look at all of our units, if you flip it over, everything should be covered for the paper. You shouldn't have any paper showing. If you do, you may have to redo that unit. All right, so let's trim our units. I'm going to be using my straight edge and my paper rotary cutter. So I actually have two different rotary cutters. That way I know which one is for fabric, which one is for paper. Whenever you cut paper, it's going to dull your blade. Do not use your regular fabric rotary cutter unless it's on its last legs and you're getting ready to replace it, because then you're going to dull it even more. My suggestion would be have a separate rotary cutter. You can even write with marker on it. You can label it. Do whatever you like to show that it's a different one for paper versus fabric. And there is our F unit. Just like that. So set that aside. So what I'm doing is I'm trimming it. I'm lining up my line along the solid lines, which are right about where those dotted lines are. You can choose to sew right along, you can choose to trim, to cut it right along those dotted lines, or you can do what I'm doing, which is take your straight edge, line it up along the solid lines, and trim it 1/4 inch from there. So this is what we're doing for all 6 units. Oops, I need a bigger straight edge. My little straight edge doesn't like this one. We're doing this for all 6 of the units, trimming all the way around, and then we'll start sewing them together. Here we are. That's funny if they block Twitch because of hot tub streams and stuff. That's funny. That'd be really funny. Oh, yes, Minion Mama's son, hello. Miss Elvain, can you put the link in? Can you hear me? It is on my website. And because you are here live, you get it for free. I now have a foundation paper piecing section on my website. So Miss Elvain's going to link, there it is. So click on that right there. That's going to give you the pattern. And if you use the code FPP while I'm live today, while I'm making this, then you can get the pattern for free. So whenever I stream live on YouTube and I do tutorials like this, you'll always be able to get the patterns for free. Basically just to encourage people to join me live when I'm doing them. And you are welcome. And then I will edit this video this weekend and then do an actual tutorial release on Tuesday. So that if you don't have to go back through and rewatch the live to see how it's done, you actually just watch the tutorial. Oh, did everyone see that I put another fast video this week? I did the apron condensed. So if you want to see me make an apron super fast, that's what this week's video is. the bits and pieces over there when I meant to throw it inside here. There we go. Okay. No, this is from the new set. No, this is, so I've done all of the Able Gamers charity blocks. This is the first one for the St. Jude charity blocks. So I haven't, oh, you're welcome, anytime. So I haven't emailed these yet to the St. Jude people because I'm not done creating all of the blocks. But because you guys are here, you can get it before anyone else. And it's available for sale, too, on my website. All right, we have our pieces together. So now I'm going to flip these over so that I can see the letters because we're going to start assembling this. And what I want to do is there's our A, B, C, D, E, and F. So we have it all assembled like this. So now I'm going to take this and I'm going to flip this over so that I can see them. Oops, goes that way. Yep, this way. Just like that. And I think, let me check. I think D2, it may be that way. Let me double check my pattern really quickly to see if it's D2, which way D2 and D3 go. No. Don't panic that you didn't get it. It is, no, the present one, it was part of the Able Gamers. So the present one was this one. So this one, if you didn't donate to Able Gamers, but you donated to St. Jude, you're fine. You're getting this from here on end until I'm done making these. All right, see, patterns to email, shot, layout. Okay. So it actually goes like this. Great. Okay, and then it is D3. So it is this way. So I was right the first time. So D3 goes on the top, right there. So that is our layout for our shot. All right, let's start assembling this. So let's take the B to the A. Now remember, I said we're going to keep an eye on exactly how to center it. So the easiest way that I center these is look at your lines right here and look at your lines right here. And you want to eyeball this. You can, if you want, take a ruler and line it up to make sure it's perfect. But eyeballing should be fine. So eyeball this to make it there, right there. And pin this in place. So whenever you do that, you want to pin it starting in the center and then move out. So let's pin this here, pin this here. So right there is my center block. So that now I'm going to move out and go here and over here. Now you are going to have what I call wings. So you see how you have little flappies here? You have little wings. It looks like it's a little sailboat. That is perfectly okay. Do not worry about those little wings. All right? All right, so now let's do the same thing for here. So I'm going to take this one. I'm going to flip it over this way. And let's center this. So I'm eyeballing this. That looks about center, just like there. Where my thumbnails are is where the two seams are. There. Perfect. Now, again, if you are super paranoid about it being perfect, get your ruler out, measure it, make sure that it is, in fact, centered. I'm going to put another one in the center right here, just for good measure. And then let's come out here and pin that. And pin this one. Perfect. All right, so there's that one. Now for this one, same exact thing. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to flip it over this one, and center. Just like that. I like it. I like it. And I'm going to do a close-up shot to show you the centered portion of it. There we are. And then I will show you how we sew these. All right, so let's do our close-up shot of this. So you see how I can see the lines there and there. And you see how I eyeballed it to try to get that nice and centered up. All right, let's go ahead and sew this. Oh, I'm just using regular pins. I'm not using the clover pins, the curved U pins. I'm just using regular pins. Hello, Brenda. How are you today? Okay. Whenever you're sewing the units, the combined units together, for these, make sure that you you chain piece. So you put a piece of scrap fabric in and move it down. And this is because we want to place this needle right in this little dip right here. So you see the V here? We're going to start sewing directly in that V. And that is going to line us up right along this line right here. So as you see, as I'm sewing straight, there's our line. So we're going to sew this right along the combined units. Do as I say, not as I do. Don't sew over your pins. It's a horrible habit that I do. And all the way out the other side. Now you notice the other side came out right at that V right there. So that is your goal. Don't take out your units yet because we're going to chain piece. If you want to know about chain piecing more, I've got a tutorial video down below that's linked. So you want to start right there, just like we did the other one. And sew all the way down along that line. And out the other V. Last but not least, we'll do the combined A and B. Same exact thing. You know what? Let's go this way. Yeah, I'm going to go this way. I like it with my lines to the right. So we're going to start sewing right into that V right there. All the way down. Right along those lines. And out. Now, in order to make sure that my seams are locked in, I'm going to take my scrap fabric and put it back in there. And then that's going to set me up for success for the next round that I do. You may be able to find that online, Erin. Why basic white? I like to use off-white. What I do is I buy the super huge spools, like the super spools of the big stuff of off-white. And that's what I use for all my basic piecing. I find if you use white, like a bright white, then it'll show through all your darker fabrics. Like an off-white or a gray, like a light gray, won't. Now, whenever we iron our units we just combined, we want to make sure that these seams are ironed open. But something that I've learned is it's a lot easier to take your paper out of the seams now before you iron it. So go ahead and do that. Go ahead and take your paper out just from the seams, not from anywhere else. Just this area right here. And if you have a little bit of paper that is, it's kind of difficult to come out. For example, I've got that little piece right there. That's what you use tweezers for. And just get in there with your tweezers and it'll pop the paper right out. And if you did, in fact, use a 1.6 for your stitch length, it should be a lot easier to pull the paper out than if you don't. Now, if you're struggling with getting the paper out, and if you're just using regular paper, you may want to invest in the foundation paper piecing paper. However, it's a little bit more expensive than regular paper. So I always suggest waiting until you know that you like foundation paper piecing before you invest in the better paper. I think I did, 4 or 5 different designs before I was hooked, and I was like, okay, let's buy it. And it really is worth it. This lighter paper is so much easier to get this paper out. It's so much nicer. As you can see, I haven't had to use my tweezers again because it just easily pulls right on out of there. All right, and the last but not least. Now, whenever you iron your seams open, we're going to do the same thing we did before. We're going to lock our seams in, and then I'm going to iron it in one direction, flip it open, hand press my seam open, and then I will sew it and lock it into place. So as soon as I get these last little bits, I'm going to need my tweezers for that little tiny area. The smaller the area, the more likely you're going to need tweezers to get it out. So just like this. There we are. And it comes right on out. All right, let's go ahead and get my iron. And let's do that one first. So I'm locking my seam into place. I'm going to iron it in the one direction. Flip this over, hand open. Oops. Now, there are tools out there that you can use as well if you have problems opening the seam. I believe I'm going to link some down below, and then iron that open. There we are. And there is our combined E and F block. Same thing, we're going to do the same exact thing for the D, the combined C and D block, and the combined A and B block. There we are. And then flipping it over. Now, trust me, in my earlier tutorials, you'll see me doing this with the paper still in. It is so much easier. Just take the paper out of the seams and then iron your seams open. It is just, you're not going to struggle as much. It is just so much easier. Trust me. And that's something that I didn't see in any, I did the same thing. Look. This one's off a little bit. I didn't eye it up correctly. Man. Oh, yep, I see it. It's off. You know what? It's fine. It's a creative decision. I do not feel like fixing this. So this is a creative decision. Yes, I am using steam. Someone in the live chat asked if I was using steam. I am using steam. It is a lot easier to iron this and get this the way that I want it with steam in there. I mentioned that the iron may curl the paper, especially if you're using steam. It is fine. It's not, you're not going to damage anything. It's perfectly fine. Yeah, it's unique, right? All right, so now let's go ahead and sew together. Let's see, E, F, D, A, B. It goes this way. So I'm going to sew the combined A, B block to the combined C, D block. In fact, you know what? I'm going to do it this way. Let's eyeball it this way for centering. And then flip and pin. There. That is exactly where I want it. Do not move at all. Just move it back up here. There we go. And let's see if that works for centering. Just like that. Alright, so let's do, I'm going to go ahead and sew this, iron this, pull the paper out. We'll pull the paper out, then iron. And then I'm going to combine it to this one, and then we'll come back and look at my finished block and see how it looks. Alright, all this is going to be sped up. It's fine. Oh, for the parts no one's going to see. Okay, yeah. See, but sometimes when you iron your seams open, you can see the thread, which is why I always use like an off-white kind of thread. Oh yes, that's true. Oh, because of the YouTube live issues? Yes. Yes. Unfortunately, that sucks. Okay. Man, I am so happy that the nail salons are open again. And I can get my nails done. They feel so good. So I try to do them myself. I actually bought acrylic online and did all that stuff. And it... Oh, wait, hold on. Nope, I've got to get the paper out of here. Let me get the paper out of there. I'm going to stop speeding up. Alright, I wanted to show you this really quickly. So because the paper is going to be trapped in there whenever I iron this open, it's important that you get the C paper out of there completely. So you can take completely that paper out. You can even take the A and B paper out if you want. You don't need to, but you just have to get all of the C paper out because you don't want that C paper to be trapped in there whenever you finish ironing. Just like that. The only paper you definitely do not ever want to take out before you're finished is the paper that's going to be sewn, which is this paper right here, to this paper right here. Alright, it's all out, so now I'm going to speed it back up again and keep on ironing. And that's good. Yeah! It's centered! It worked! The eyeballing worked. From the right side, not the wrong side. Oh, Aaron! That's why you get this. And put it beside your machine. You get a spool holder. And put it next to your machine. You don't, your spools do not have to go in that little spool holder that's on your machine. You can set it next to your machine. Okay. Okay. I think I got this. I think I've got this centered. Okay. It is. Look, so here, I'll find your name. After I finish this tutorial, I'll get you an Amazon link. Yeah, you can also put in a plastic cup if you don't want to buy one. But the nice thing about that is it pulls it straight up, so it fixes the tension for you. And they're not that expensive. Yeah, I'll find it. I'll get you a link after I finish this. I'm almost done. I just have to film my intro and my outro after I get this done. Man, this one did not want to come loose. It's got all sorts of little pieces of paper everywhere. But yeah, no, get the big spools. Anytime I see A&E, Gutermann, they like throw all the big spools at me. Like I could not have gotten through this pandemic without those big spools. Like, I have not had to buy any thread, and it is amazing. Because I've had so many big spools. And they last a long time. And Joann's does sell the Gutermann in the, in that size spool, in the big spool. In fact, that may be what that is a Gutermann. And there it is. There is our shop lock. Now, at this point, you want to finish removing all of your papers. After you finish removing all of your papers, at that point, you then want to trim your block to 6.5 inches by 6.5. But Toni, it's a 6 by 6 block. That's because the 6.5 by 6.5 includes your seam allowances. And our block is finished. Okay, all right, now I just gotta do my my thing. Yeah, see, the larger ones are great. I love them. Oh, that's awesome, Erin. That would be awesome. Stop what? Oh, YouTube. Okay. YouTube's having issues. Okay. All right, let me finish taking the paper out. And then I will... Who else is excited for Big Brother tonight? Come on. Yes, no, exactly, Erin. And that's something that you learn with time, especially for piecing. If you're piecing, those big spools are amazing. Especially if you grab the Gutermanns at Joann's, because you're in the States, right? So, yeah, because you're in Florida. So if you grab those big spools at Joann's, and if you wait until they're like 50% off, it is a great deal, and those things last forever. They are awesome. All right, as soon as I do my my intro and my outro, I'll get you a link, and I'll drop it in the YouTube. So if anyone is watching this replay for the live, if you are wanting a link for the spool holder, for the large spool holder, now whenever you set it beside, now some people put it behind their machine. I find I like it to the right of my machine. I always have like a big area to the right, and that way it's entering my machine at the same angle. Because I find sometimes if I place it behind my machine, the tension is off. There you go. All right. It just so happens the Stripology Mini is a square up for 6.5. All right, let me iron this again. There we are. And there it is. I like the green. I'm glad I picked those colors. Yeah, I like that a lot. Awesome. All right. Okay. I don't want you guys getting sick. I don't want to take you for a ride and have you get sick. I've learned that before, right? From past videos. All right, this is going through this one. Although I can, you know what? Yeah, I can turn that one off. So I'm not doing any more close-ups. There we go. That is a lot easier just to do it that way. Perfect. All right, and you're gonna go right there. Ugh. I'm gonna go put this on the tripod behind me. Ugh. Oops, sorry. It doesn't like this this holder sometimes. Okay. Let's see how that looks. Ugh. No, it's too close. It's too close. And let me do that. Oops. Keep hitting the wrong thing. There it goes. Here. Let's move this one over there. Oops. That one's gonna be all messed up, but that's okay. Yeah, I think I like that. That's good. Let's turn this off. And, oh, no. And move this. And I gotta fix that. I gotta fix that thing right there. Ah, clear. How do I clear? Clear. There it goes. Yes. There we go. All right, I think that's good. Yeah, I like that. That's good, right? All right, let's move this over here. And then I will pause the music. We'll do our intro and our outro. And then I'll get stuff for Aaron and we'll call it a stream. What is... Oh. I'm like, what can it see? It could see the camera. There we go. Sounds still good, right? Okay. Behind the scenes of YouTube filming. Alright, this one. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I do this every single time too. Gotta have my use. Oh, and by the way, if you haven't seen this shirt yet, this is on my website. I sell these shirts. These are awesome. I love this shirt. It's so comfy. Hi, I'm Toni, and today we're going to make a syringe block, also known as the shot block. I love this block. It is a foundation paper piece block. You can get this pattern for $2 off of my website. The link is down below. And this tutorial is going to take you step by step of exactly how to make this block, how to resize the block into different sizes, and finishing it off. So let's get started. Okay. And the outro. Okay. And that's a syringe block. See, it's pretty easy to fit a foundation paper piece after you get the hang of it, isn't it? Thank you so much for joining me, and hopefully you learned how to make this block and you had fun doing it. Don't forget to like this video, follow my YouTube, as well as Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, my Quite Nerdy Quilters Facebook group, Twitch, where I also stream live. I have, Pinterest, TikTok, all the things. I have all of the social medias, all the things. Don't forget to like all that stuff. And thank you so much for joining me. There you go. There you go. Spock! Hi, Spock! This is YouTube! This is YouTube Live. I actually just finished making my tutorial. Alright, so let's go back to the... for there. What? Don't want to copy anything. You are fine. You are fine. You are fine. Thank you guys. All right, so let me text husband. I am done. Done. All right, so he can notice he can make some noise again. And of course, all right, let's do this. Let's take away the camera. And that one. There we go. Perfect. Now you can see me. Oh, thank you. My funny faces. Yes. I did almost forget. Thank you so much. All right, well, here, we can put the music back on. And let's go back to here. You're absolutely right. I almost forgot my funny faces because I was all excited to make sure that Aaron got the stuff. That way. Nope. That way. Haha. I know, I like my green one, but I know it disappears. Okay, I think that's enough. That should be enough funny faces. Alright. Now, let me get this thing for Ellen. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so Amazon. I did almost forget the funny faces. I did almost forget them. Alright, so let's see. Okay. Thread. Where's the one that I like? There's a couple of different spool holders. Ooh, here's a nice one. Yeah, that's a B-roll footage. Yes. Yes. I think this is it. Hold on. Oh, yeah, this is a good one. This is a really good one. All right, I want to link you this one. So this one that I found, it holds 3 spools and bobbins. There you go. So that has actually, you can put 3 spools on there. So basically what you want to do is put the spools on there, and then you take the thread up and through the little loopy thing through the hole. So what you would do is put it over here and then bring it up through the loopy thing and then over this way. So you would have the spool thing facing this direction. But that one has got little things in there for your bobbins as well. That's cool. I like that one. That's a good one. Oh, and you can get it in pink and blue or yellow. I didn't even see that. All the different colors. That's amazing. That's amazing. Thanks for joining me today, guys. We just made a video. Oh, here. Let me go ahead and stop my recording. There we go. We made a video on how to make a syringe block. Yes, it is a lot like the serger, because the way the serger works with pulling multiple things is exactly the same thought process. Yeah. No, you're exactly right. But now you can use the big old spools for your regular sewing machine. So, And if you guys didn't see it, I did get all of the diamond dots in the mail the other day. So on Friday on Twitch, we're gonna do diamond dots. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. So thank you. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I super appreciate it. I will be back Friday, live on YouTube, live on Twitch from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock doing diamond dots. And I may or may not be back next Wednesday here on YouTube. I'll make that decision next Wednesday. Because I'm getting tattoos done. Alright. Have a fantastic day. I love you guys. I'll see you later.